Hello, everybody. Welcome to another paranormal news. Now, you're asking yourself, am I having a Mandela effect? Is it today a Saturday? Yes, it is a Saturday. And man, I gotta get a new camera for this computer. I'm looking like a ghost when I'm seeing myself on the big screen. I'm looking like crap. But who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, you are seeing me on a Saturday. Yes. I'll tell you why. I learned that there's magic in the world, right? We all believe in magic, and I learned that magic is not coming through me. I don't have good luck. I don't get good luck, but everybody else gets good luck around me. It's like instead of me having good luck, the magic powers from me to you is everybody else getting good luck. Okay, so yeah, Daily Dan. You're early. Yes, I am 30 minutes early. I apologize for that. Now I'll tell you why I'm on tonight. This is where the good luck power came from. Okay. Now, last night, a lot of you know that my wife and daughter and them, they have Billie Eilish tickets. Billie Eilish concert. So what happened was, took them to the concert, dropped them off, and apparently their seats were crap. I mean, they had bad seats in a good area. They're called barstool seats, right? They have barstool seats. So they're thinking they got good seats. But this barstool seats like in front of them. Now the thing is, people, these barstool seats is the same level as their seats. So when the show started, they all stand up, and my wife and daughter couldn't see nothing. They said they couldn't see the stage. They couldn't see the big screen. They couldn't see it. So they still had a good time because they were at a concert that they wanted to be at. They're having a great time last night, still. So my wife this morning looked at the website to see, did it say that the seats have obstruction or something to let them know that the seats itself, because a lot of concerts are a lot of stadiums will say these seats have an obstructed view. Well, this one didn't. So my wife sent Climate Pledge Arena, that's what's called here in Seattle, an email saying, hey, just letting you guys know that, the seats we had were kind of horrible. We couldn't see the stage. And we thought, hey, can you make sure on your website to put obstructable view and all that, right? That's my wife wrote nice letter, not me, not mad. Guess what? The fucking place called my wife and apologized about the seats, and they offered, because Billie Eilish is playing tonight too, 2 nights in a row. They offered them seats for tonight's show, better seats. My wife and daughter, my daughter said, yeah. My daughter said, yeah, I want to go back. I want better seats. So my wife told them, okay, we'll go back tonight if you promise we have better seats. So we get home. About 30 minutes later, she gets the email. They put her in the club seats. I mean, they put her in the goddamn club seats. Wow. I mean, and the thing is, she didn't bitch. She wasn't being a Karen. She was just telling the arena that the seats that we have, you might want to warn people that once people stand up, you can't see. She never thought they were going to call her back and give her seats for tonight's show, and they put her in the club seats. I mean, my God. See, I don't have good luck, but the good luck goes through me, it goes to everybody else. So now they're back at the concert. I'm by myself. I said, hey, if I'm by myself, what the hell? I'll just do a paranormal news. I got nothing else to do. Saturday night by myself. Coconut oil. We love a special blend of coconut oil. He's our favorite meme. That's so nice. I love being people's favorite meme. So you talk about customer service, right? That's pretty fucking awesome customer service. I'm not a Billie Eilish fan or anything. I'm not a fan. No, but to go from bad seats to club seats, I mean, that's first class. I couldn't believe that. And she was just being nice to them, just saying, hey, you should put this on your website. And man, when they called, she was so nice. Like, that is freaking cool. That was awesome. So that's why I'm here by myself with my coconut oil, And I thought, should I use the coconut oil or go live? I decided to go live. Now I did earlier, said 9:00, and I made it to 8:30 because their concert's over at 10:30. So I wanted to make sure I have enough time to do this show. So I actually did it 30 minutes early. So that's why you might think another Mandela effect that it went from 9 to 8:30 because of me. I did. So do both. Man, you know what? Butt stuff? I don't get a lot of PayPals or a lot of people join my channel, but I bet you if I had coconut oil right here and do both, I'd probably get a lot of donations, huh? That'll probably be a hit. That would be a hit. So that's awesome. So that's cool. That's good for them. Even though for me, 2 nights in a row, nobody's here. Even though I did a show on my horror talk, nobody showed up, but I don't care. It's fun, right? It's fun. So guys, let's have some fun. And like I said, the moral to that story is if something goes wrong, just be nice about it. Just be nice, let the company know what you kind of, what was unpleasant, and, let them know maybe they can do things, because it seems like when you're nice, they do more things. And when people become bitchy, like be Karens, who want to help out anybody? Oh, Bigfoot Anon is camping at Flat Rock Boogers with Squatching South Florida and Tyra Howe. We recorded some crazy stuff already. Man, I wish you guys had a live camera where you guys can guys go live, where you can show us at this moment in time. I don't know if you could do that. I don't know if you could show us when I go into the Bigfoot segment. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know what kind of internet you have, but if you can, here, I'll just Instagram you the StreamYard. Maybe you could give us a little shot of where you guys are at. So that's awesome. So well, beyond that, guys, that's my magical story. I don't have magical powers. I wish I did. I just learned today that I'm not going to get the good luck. Everybody around me gets the good luck. So when you guys watch the show, you guys are going to get the good luck. So beyond that, let's go into the Bigfoot. I found a couple Bigfoot videos in the Washington State area. I thought, hey, I'll show some things in the Washington State area. Why the hell not? This first one's more of a storytelling one. It's called Washington Residents' Terrifying Encounter with the Bigfoot. Well, let's see how encounter it is. Let's hear their story. Maybe it will scare the shit out of us, or maybe it won't. Don't know. Let's find out.
A big black figure. It's different color than the normal night surrounding me.
In the Northwest,
it scared the crap out of me.
The legend dates back generations.
And he said this thing basically looked at him.
Talked to people who spent a lot of time in these woods.
He said it had kind of a monkey face.
And you'll hear the stories.
And then he said it had a weird smell.
Bigfoot.
And he
an icon.
walked towards it.
A mystery. A mascot.
Well, I'm definitely open to Bigfoot. What's the world without a little wonder, right?
Here in the foothills of the Cascades is Jim Creek Recreation Area, 5,000 acres of protected military land.
I will be in those woods a lot in April. This is supposed to be the hot spot of all United States of America, right here in my own backyard. Haven't seen no Bigfoot up here. Haven't seen any evidence of Bigfoot out here. All I care is to go out there and have some fun. If I get lucky with some evidence, that's fantastic. And of course, I'll film it, let you guys see a lot of it and all that. So I will be, holy shit, right there, donating money so I can get some coconut oil. Holy Christ, coconut oil. That is awesome. That is awesome. So is that better than, hold on a second. You mean I can use that instead of this popcorn popping oil? Now I don't have to use popping oil no more. I can actually go get the real stuff, get some real coconut oil thanks to the butt stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's magic, right? Behind my screen, popcorn oil. We like popcorn at our house. You know, sue us. Sue us.
We're in this beautiful, lush, private, secure area. It has a lot of mystery to it. There's great potential for if there's gonna be something, that this would be the place.
We're squatching deep into the hinterlands, Jim Creek Wilderness area. This is where very few humans tread, although it has been said that Bigfoot does roam.
The signs don't lie. Sasquatch is here.
We're really promoting kind of more of a friendlier Sasquatch instead of a scarier Sasquatch.
But that's just the beginning. For decades, there have been countless reports of encounters with something deep in these woods. Something big. Something that can't be explained.
This is a great spot.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to continue it, but I'm going to put in the linked website to the channel the one time I was abducted by aliens. They're called the Butt Stuff. I did a guest appearance on their channel. And let me tell you guys, they are a great channel. They're a fun channel. They like to have fun. You know, they take their stuff of the UFO stuff and all that seriously, but they do it in a fun way. That's the kind of channel that people should back. So guys, it's a fun channel. Trust me, check it out and you won't go back. And watch the first one you should watch is the one that I'm on. Because you know that's the best one. But Connor was on that channel. So Connor's on that channel and all that. So you guys should check it out. Here we go.
For Sasquatch to be.
So we brought John Ray, a Bigfoot field researcher, to investigate.
I do investigate when other people say they have seen something, because I've had experiences. I've had a sighting. My kids have had sightings. We tracked this thing from where it hit the trailer around and through this open field and out into the forest again.
Just a massive creature, it seems like.
David Grant is a scientist.
It appears that that thumb that made it moved up through the mud or substrate, and then when it was taken out, it left that cavity, and you can see the thumb print. So the thumbnail is right there.
An archaeologist, anthropologist,
all of the evidence seems to be lining up.
And Bigfoot enthusiast.
It's more in line with these fingers, and it's wrapping or curling around something like that. And so a hand like that would make a print like this.
Fascinated by the mystery.
Are you open-minded?
By the questions that don't have answers.
So as an anthropologist, I just can't see how it's more of a mystery how anybody would not be interested in this topic. Plus, it's a good way to get in the woods and meet good, crazy people.
And
See, I love that. You know, not just talking about, you know, you do not want to be involved, but it is a good way to get back out in the woods. You know, you get to go have fun. I mean, it's fun being out in the woods and all that. Now the woods up here, it's different than California woods and a lot of other areas in New York, the rolling hills. We got some thick ass wood. There's a lot of trees. So if you're going to research, if you're going to go up here in the Washington woods, bring some string. I'm serious. Tie a piece of string to a tree if you're not really used to these woods, because you could get lost in a second. You could get lost in any woods. But these woods are so thick with so many trees that nothing looks the same. You know, our old trick, you know, like if you're going to part of the woods you're never used to, take a yarn. Get a whole big yarn. Tie it to a tree and walk with it just to be safe. Just until you learn the area. Because the woods up here is pretty thick and all that. So this next one is finding Bigfoot in the Pacific Northwest. Another one up in Washington. It's Washington Day. Here we go.
Researchers have tried to pin down evidence of Bigfoot. The elusive Sasquatch has long been rumored to make its home right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Now, for some people, the idea is pretty far out there, but others say they've seen it And they believe it. Our Emily Burris got an inside tour of a new museum even, and a research center that is looking for Bigfoot right here in our own backyard.
Look around the Pacific Northwest, and it won't take you long to spot Bigfoot. But actually seeing a real one, that's a different story.
These are sighting encounters that our patrons have told us about.
Cliff Barrickman, a local Sasquatch researcher who made a name for himself on Animal Planet's Finding Bigfoot, hopes his newest adventure will help track down something closer to home.
But I really want to focus on the Bigfoots here in my own backyard. I mean, I live in the woods outside of Sandy. There are Sasquatches not far from where I actually live. So I want to find out about the habits of the local Bigfoots and what the better way could there possibly be than to open a center around Sasquatches for the local people to come in and tell me what they know so I can start piecing together this puzzle.
He and wife Melissa just opened the North American Bigfoot Center. Part shop, part museum, part research hub.
And I have not been to that museum. I never even, honestly, I never even heard that this museum existed until I found these videos. That's why I love doing this show, because I myself learn about all these museums. And I will be checking out this museum. I will be checking out, and maybe I get that guy on the channel, right? Maybe I get him, to come live, interview him, So who knows?
Right off of Highway 26 in Boring.
We thought it would be really fun to share the information and maybe learn more about the Sasquatches that are cruising around Clackamas County.
They've started compiling new research, like this fabric find from the Coast Range.
These are the actual footprints that he cut out of the mattress. The footprints tell a story about the animal that left them.
And never before seen video from our area.
It had walked around to the front of the bush and sat down in front of the bush, and she got 9 minutes of footage of the thing just sitting there.
It's not just footprints.
Look at this. Twisted around upon itself several times, and this was found in a line of Sasquatch footprints.
Although they have those too.
He has the second largest cast collection in the world.
Wow.
Despite the growing popularity of the cryptid, many believers still face a stigma.
Until you see one, it's hard to believe it's something you can't see.
One of the center's recent reports.
Did you guys hate that? Seriously, you guys always hate that. Nobody wants to believe in anything until it actually happens to you. I mean, I get it somewhat that it's not real until it actually happens, but don't you still want to learn about it and research about it just in case when it does happen, at least you have a little bit more knowledge about it? But it's sad. Unfortunately, a lot of believers aren't believers until one day it actually happens to them.
This came from a Portland man who didn't want to be identified, worried it could affect his job.
That's true. It can affect your job.
He says
People
he was
look at you
hiking with his
crazy.
girlfriend and horse near Zigzag this summer when he began hearing footsteps and strange sounds.
The horse came walking up, and its ears are up, and it's acting all strange. I'm looking around, I'm thinking cougar.
Waiting for his girlfriend at a river crossing, he says he saw an animal, but it wasn't a cougar.
I see a silhouette of what looks like a giant man in a hoodie, but it couldn't have been because it was way too big. It moved probably 50 feet towards me and was rocking back and forth like this. I kind of panicked. I'm trying to hold the horse still, keep it calm, and I'm not believing what I'm seeing. I'm thinking this can't be it.
Weeks later, he returned to the area and found this large footprint.
I don't care if they believe it or not. I know what I see.
If you look over in this area.
Barrickman's goal in comparison.
Chasing the truth. I've had a call on my show that he lost his job when he told Sasquatch story and the work and on the work property. When I got laid off my last job, and I had great reviews, great everything, great numbers, great, and when I got laid off, I talked to another supervisor of another shop and Sean, he told me that the companies would be going through a lot of changes, and somehow they knew, because a couple workers knew I did a YouTube show. And they said that, according to him, he heard that they knew I do a YouTube show, so that means, you know, I'm not afraid to speak out. So apparently a decision to eliminate my position was because the YouTube channel that I do. I mean, I can't prove that. I can't, you know, it's hard to make that super claim, but it came from a great source. And, you know, so that was many reasons. And I never said anything wrong, but it's just, they think I'm too outspoken and I'm not afraid to bash and whatever. Cause the company was trying to, the company's now sold to 3M. Okay. They sold to 3M and 3M, I guess I'm a liability because I do some shows. Like I said, I can't prove that 100%, but that's the number one rumor on me getting laid off. So I kind of know how your friend feels, because beyond that, I had a perfect scores. Our shop was one of the highest shops scores compared to anybody else on the West Coast. And I was teaching people IT stuff when I wasn't even in IT. So I don't know. Sorry about that. Sorry, I got off rails. My fault.
Sharing evidence from all over the country, even all over the world, is to paint a better picture of the humongous humanoid. One that could be the next frontier of cryptozoology, literally the study of hidden animals. He says it's becoming too hard to ignore patterns and evidence separated by location and time, sometimes thousands of years.
The word Sasquatch actually came from the Stehalis Reserve in British Columbia.
He says with more research and the new center, it's only a matter of time.
We've only been open a few months and already interesting artifacts and pieces of evidence have come our way. Who knows what's going to walk through that door at any given day? It could be proof. It could be evidence that no one's ever seen before. It could be something new that tips it over the edge and finally gives us that DNA evidence that we've been seeking.
Until then, you can visit the center and decide for yourself if you believe. Emily Burris, Coin 6 News.
I actually found out that the Bigfoot Con that we're supposed to have in April was actually postponed to October 22nd, October 21st. And what's kind of cool is it's actually in a casino out in Yakima. Nice, beautiful hotel. I'll sneeze. Bigfoot, not Bigfoot Casino. You know, it's a Native American hotel and all that. And so that's going to be happening in October 20 and the 21st. And I'm trying to reach out. I'm trying to reach out to them and say, hey, I would like to be a spokesperson out there. I'd like to be there for both days, you know, stay in a good hotel, you know. I'm not really a gambler, but do a little gambling, do some drinking there, and, you know, have the con at the hotel resort. That's my game. Now I'm all for that, you know, and I'll make sure I'll bring the coconut oil. And God damn it, if they make me a spokesperson, I'm going to put that one time I adopted aliens, I'm going to put a picture of their symbol on a coconut oil to the people in the crowd. That's the kind of guy I am. Coconut oil for life. So, yeah, I'm trying, you know. I sent emails, Facebook before they changed it, and they wanted no response, no nothing. And some of their guests has been on my channel, like the She Squashers. They were on my channel 3 times. They're going to be there. It's like, man, have me there. I'll bring some excitement. Big time excitement. Well, we'll see how it goes. And, you know, maybe, just maybe, that's all I can do. I'll make a coconut oil commercial. Yeah, we'll commercial that shit. You know what? Sasquatch, coconut oil. I don't know. we'll do something. You know, why not? Why not? You know, but I'm gonna try. I would love to be a spokesperson for that Bigfoot conference. If they'll allow me or not, I don't know. I tried at the Emerald City Comic Con. They turned me down in a heartbeat. They said, nope, not you. I go, okay, whatever. What the hell? Let's go to paranormal. All right. Now, first of all, everybody, don't forget hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. And guys, leave a comment after the show. Because I tell you what, I get like no comments. I really don't. Our good friend Danny Staten always leaves me a comment. I always appreciate that. He always oh, Dr. Wu wants to come up here. I'll send him an email link so he could jump on here. Let's see here. Give me a second. All right, Dr. Wu, I just sent you the link to your Gmail address. So we'll see. I think they need me at that conference. I mean, seriously, people, they really do need me at that conference. Listen, you get the same people that talk the same stuff. It's nice, blah, 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 all right, footprints, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes these conferences need a little pizzazz, and I'll bring them the pizzazz. Okay. I will bring them the pizzazz. And like I said, guys, I forgot. I was talking about comments. Yeah, leave some comments. Let me know. Because I get like no comments. So it's like, I don't think nobody likes me. I think everybody hates me because nobody leaves me comments. Not even this motherfucker leaves me a comment. Yeah, leave some comments. Let me know. Oh, Bob, I hear myself in your background.
Oh, sorry. That's me. Sorry. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Okay.
All right, guys. This next video is Port Gamble is home to Washington's most haunted house. There's that word again. Most haunted house.
They're always the most haunted.
They're always the most. Every story you show, but that show for today is the most. Monster Radio, I appreciate you commenting on my channel. So it's just people. They say that I don't know if it's true or not. If you get comments, if you get thumbs up, it helps your channel to go out more people to see it. Because I have told everybody, I really truly believe that this is the #1 most open-minded channel versus any other channel. Because I'm talking about being open-minded to all communities, not just the Bigfoots, not just the UFOs, paranormal, to all of it. We're open to listen to everything. But let's check out this most haunted place in Port Gamble.
Cool, haunted.
When autumn spreads its golden colors through Port Gamble and the sidewalks fill with dead and dying leaves, there is something else in the air. A feeling that might make you shiver in the cemetery or scream out loud in what is supposed to be an empty house.
Do you sense anything at all?
I do feel a little bit of energy. Yeah.
Wow.
Since 2013, paranormal investigator Pete Orbea says he has been able to reach across the veil and speak with spirits. He hosts guided tours of the Walker Ames house, once the most expensive home in town, and believed today to be the most haunted in the state.
We call them our long-term renters.
For 1 second, guys, I actually reached out to this place today and asked them if I can go investigate it. And they said, well, at this time, we're not taking any investigators, but I guarantee if I would have called and said, I'm from Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Taps, they would say, no problem, sir. But, they ask, who are you? Once they ask, who are you? And they find out that you're really a nobody, not a chance. They didn't even offer me money to see it. I don't know. To me, it's like, okay, if it's really haunted, why can't you send a regular person in there? I'm just saying.
Residents. So there's stories going back years of footsteps, people running on the floor above you, physical touching, disembodied voices, electronic voice phenomena, and seeing historical people walking around in this house. In the main part of the attic here is where the children in the house are most often experienced.
Investigators have left toys throughout the attic. They've seen little shadows in the corners and heard sounds that would seem playful anywhere else. The children have apparently not been left alone. Every 6 weeks, someone reports seeing a figure in the attic window.
Whoa.
Every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks.
People outside during the day, here shopping in town, they'll see her and go run into one of the shops and ask, what's going on in that house?
And there's nobody there. It's locked up.
And it's locked up. It's always locked up.
It's kind of funny, right? Every 6 weeks, people run into the place where a shop to buy things. I'm not saying they're doing it, but I wonder if they're planning somehow an image to be up there so people run into their shop
every 6 weeks.
I don't know. Probably
every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks.
Pete says it's the ghost of a nanny.
She seems to be looking for somebody.
And one night on a tour, he got a better look than most.
I heard a scuffle in the hallway behind me. I turned around and she was just standing there with no expression on her face. As soon as me and the group of people I was with saw her, she disappeared.
But not before someone got this photograph of something in the doorway.
That definitely startled me and made me question why I'm doing this.
Something with a playful spirit seems to reside in this old house, making sounds and leaving signs. It has no plans to ever leave.
But no one's gonna buy
the
the
best
house?
explanation I've got as to why there's activity up here and all through the house, and even through the town here in Port Gamble, would be, I think they just love it here so much they don't want to leave, and that's my best guess on it.
I'll buy it.
On Halloween night, you can take a guided tour through Port Gamble. It highlights all of the paranormal activities that happen.
See, that's why they don't want normal investigators to go there, because they want you to pay for the tour.
Yeah, you gotta pay for the tour.
You know,
of course.
It's all about the money. I mean,
yeah.
There's
always money involved, Eric. You gotta pay for something. You're just gonna walk in there and do an investigation. They're like, no, ghost hunting is lucrative now and it makes money. So you have to pay to come in here and search for ghosts, and you get to use your cameras,
What I wonder is if once I find out what every 6 weeks is, what couple days is supposed to happen, will they get mad if I put a tent outside their house and just sit there and just wait? Hey, you said 6 weeks.
I'll go with you. I'll stand there. It's been 6 weeks. Where is the ghost? When is he coming? I'm waiting for it.
Now, a lot of you look like you're surprised I'm doing a show tonight. And I told you guys in the beginning of the show, it's because my wife and daughter had bad seats yesterday at a concert, and she told the place about it, and they actually called her today and gave her club seats to the climate pledge. I mean, it was the most incredible thing. And she was being polite in the letter, so they're gone. And now I got to go. I was supposed to start the show at 9, but I did it at 8:30 because I got to go pick them up tonight. So it's kind of cool that she made a nice comment just saying, hey, the seats are bad. There's a lot of obstacles. My daughter and I couldn't see the stage. And they just didn't give her seats. She's in the club seats.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, she's watching Billie Eilish tonight. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish. I know who she is.
Yeah, she's a teenager.
Yeah, but they're in club seats.
Wow, that's smart.
It pays to be nice and not be a Karen. You're telling them you had issues, but you're doing it in a nice way. You get more stuff when you do things in a nicer way.
You're being honest. It helps them out too. They want to make corrections. They don't want to have things bad.
No, yeah. So, all right, next one is, now this one's not in the Northwest because I couldn't find another one, but this one is actually in Hawaii. So it's on the West Coast. Hawaii Planton Village reveals real life ghost story.
Whoa.
Scares come often at the haunted plantation in Waipahu, and apparently not just on Halloween.
This is a real life ghost story, and lots of people have one there. KITV4's Brenton Awa shows us what might be lurking around the next corner.
The haunted plantation features a course so scary, it's been known to bring even the bravest to tears. With costumes so vivid, even some adults don't make it past the first scare. But it's not just guests getting spooked away. Sometimes the show's own performers who are supposed to be doing the spooking don't make it through the...
I got to press pause for a second. Everybody in the chat, you want to
That's
hear
so
this.
cool.
Everybody in the chat, you want to hear this story. You want to hear this. About, I can't remember, 3-4 years ago, Dr. Wu and myself took my daughter and a bunch of teenagers to a haunted house kind of like this, out in the woods, out where the Bigfoot country is.
So
way
cool.
out there, right? Way out there. So it's a ghost tour. Ghost tour, monsters like this. We go into like the monster house, and somehow we got kind of lost, and everybody thought that Dr. Wu was in costume. They thought, they're all like, because people were going up to my daughter's friends like, is he a ghost? Is that a creature? Is that a monster? And Bob's like, no, it's just me. Everybody thought that Dr. Wu was in a costume, and he wasn't.
Yeah, I remember that. They all thought I was part of the staff or part of the. Like, do I scare you? I look like a wolf man, I guess. I don't know. They thought I was like a wolf man or something.
What did he say?
No.
Sub to Haunted Hawaii on YouTube. Damn, never every part of the state is haunted. I know. Actually, every state probably has every place that's haunted. So,
yeah.
Night.
A lot of the scarers, supposed to scare people, were actually the ones who were scared.
Noah Laporga says in the past 8 years, more than 40 have walked off the job. Maybe it's those creepy noises. And it goes well beyond the actors. Jeff Higa says security guards have a high turnaround as well. His longest hire lasted just 2 weeks. The shortest, 2 days.
And he said they would just be walking through and the dog would sit and bark at something in front of them, and there was nothing in front of him. And after 2 days, he said he's had enough. He just can't take it anymore.
Over a century ago, this village was a thriving sugar plantation, housing families from many cultures, including the Portuguese. Now, this empty house is said to hold a child's spirit, a ghost who won't move on.
We had a girl spirit that would appear to people in the Portuguese house. The girl seemed to favor this one docent that we had. She would touch women, she would play with their hair.
That was 5 years ago. Then a kahu was called in for a blessing. Higa says the priest compelled that spirit to move outside, and the sighting stopped until 2 years ago.
Things have been going well that way, but recently she started appearing again.
And just this year, an employee reported unexplained bruises in the shape of a handprint after a night shift in that house. When she posted photos of them on Facebook, a former employee who worked that same shift in that same house noticed something eerily similar.
The person who originally was carrying there said, I had the same thing on my legs too.
Other spirits are said to roam around the plantation.
It happened a few times where people couldn't breathe in this house. I mean, choking ghosts, or they felt pressure on their chest or around their throat. So
Laporga welcomes the unpaid assistance, a bonus feature that can appear during the tour, and you might not even know it.
It's repetitious sometimes when they say, we see certain things in there that we don't have. And I just say, okay, I'm glad you had fun.
At Hawaii's Plantation Village, I'm Brenton Awa for KITV4 News.
We're both sitting here with our shivering.
Let me ask this. We got some paranormal people in here. Ralph Cassie Francis has been on our channel. I don't know if Purgatory of New York is still in here. Now, guys, we heard this before that sometimes you can manifest things to happen. Now, if you're going to a place that's already, you're playing haunted. You're playing that is haunted. You got people in costume. It's an older building. Okay, there she is. She's here. Can you manifest ghosts there since you're already kind of doing it there? Like you are creating it yourself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
yes,
we heard that from somebody else on something else. I can't remember. They on this channel they said you can actually manifest it. They're just really technically manifested. So if you're playing a haunted creature and then everybody goes home at night, you're hearing noises. Maybe you're manifested, or you
manifested it. You've called it in. You've willed it there.
Definitely mind energy is powerful as hell. That's what I mean. I mean, because you hear stories all the time that, well, the place is not really haunted. It's them who's creating it with their minds and stuff. I mean, you hear that. I mean, I can't sit here and understand that fully, but it's almost like not ESP in a way, right? I guess people who have
Calling it in
move
with your head. You're calling it in.
Here we go. Power of suggestion. That's a good wording. Here we go. Yeah. Yes, a group people can call it tupa. That's
manifest it.
Yeah, you know, people
or power of suggestion. Yeah, either way, you're doing something.
It's like one of those things that I didn't call bullshit on it. I called, every time you watch a show, right, you could feel the bad energy. You hear that a lot. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, well, if it's dark and you heard that place is haunted, I mean, you're already changing your body flow to react differently because you're going to a place with that mind frame of it being haunted. So wouldn't that automatically energy change for you? It's different. Like if we never heard anything was haunted, we're just going to House Bob, have a few beers.
Yeah.
We're going to go in there, but we're going to have beers, no energy change. But if somebody tells us, hey guys, there's some ghosts in there and all that, so watch out when you get some beers.
It'll probably be positive.
With the mind that you might think the energies is bad, it's just you manifesting that energy is bad.
Yeah. We walk in there positive. We're drinking some beers. Like, wait, what's the history on this place? Like, oh, there's supposed to be some ghosts. What kind of ghosts? We don't know the history of nothing.
Here we go. This is why I love this people on our chat.
Yeah.
Help us out. Anytime you have an experience, the first thing to do is consider the naturally possible causes. Oh yeah. That's basically debunking, trying to, if something, like if I'm sitting with Bob, something moves. First thing I'm gonna go, did you cut the cheese? Did you just make that move?
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go in there, like someone told you there's a goblin in there and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm waiting for the goblin to appear. You're thinking about what a goblin looks like. You're waiting to hear the sound of the goblin. Everything about the goblin is in your head. So it's, oh, I saw a goblin.
Yep. Well, guys, it's time to leave this section and jump right into UFOs. Okay, it's UFO time. We're going back to Washington. Actually, Washington, Montana, and Montana, I think Vermont. Top new list for most UFO sightings. So Washington, Montana, and Vermont. So let's find out why.
Montana and Vermont are at the top of a new list for having the most UFO sightings in the U.S. Washington State topping the list with 5,894 sightings per 100,000 people. Far behind in second place is Montana with 823 reported sightings. Florida, by the way, came in on the list at 29th. Astronauts know a lack of gravity can be a serious detriment when it comes to long-term health. Well, now researchers at CU Boulder have designed what could be the first step towards artificial gravity devices. Could be installed in spacecraft. A large table-sized spinning machine, gravity and mass, as you might know, go hand in hand. So generating actual gravity right now is something we just can't do. However, it is possible to simulate the weight, if you will, that gravity gives us using a centrifuge. Think of a merry-go-round at your local park. That's an easy way to understand the concept. The faster the ride spins, the tighter you have to hang on to prevent being thrown off. Well, swap the merry-go-round for a flat disc and position your body so that you're lying on your back with your feet pointed outward, and you've got the makings of an artificial gravity device.
Wow.
And that's tonight's Check This Out. Bob Fryer, Fox 35 News.
I know that was a quick one, but I all right, make your own gravity machine.
Make your own gravity.
And then hold on, Chris Jarvis wrote, we have a haunted attraction here in Cincinnati called Land of Illusions. They bought in some 200-year-old house for it. To a few years later, find out the building really are haunted. Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Yeah.
That's cool. No way he got up and didn't fall right on the floor.
That's what I was saying.
Right?
That's what I was saying to myself. I would have fucking fell on the floor.
Hold on.
Washington, Montana, and
Go back to this
Get up.
Right now,
No
something we just can't do.
way, dude.
Look at that.
If he didn't throw up first.
Can't we just do that on on one of those kids ring around things out
Yeah.
in the park?
Yeah. You you might make the other parents a little upset. You're experimenting on their kids' toys.
Hey,
But yeah.
Cassie, what's going on, Cassie? You know, Cassie's great. Every time she's on another channel, like podcast channel, if I'm there, she always puts her link so people can check it out from other channels. That's awesome. You know, I don't even ask. It's like they automatically do. That's support. That's fantastic.
Check this out.
So let's, this next one is kind of a fast one. It's just kind of a little fun one. It's nothing serious. It's called UFOs over Mount Rainier.
Oh, yes.
Another Washington one. Today, I told you guys tonight's Washington. It's West Coast night. Here we go.
The cap over Mount Rainier. Whoa, wait a minute.
Right there, guys.
Not that kind of cap.
I see that
Lenticular
every day.
clouds,
love
sometimes
watching.
called cap clouds, can form over mountain peaks before it rains, when moisture begins to increase in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Strong winds hit the mountain, and the air is forced to rise, which is called orographic lift. The air cools as it rises and condenses into a cloud. The cloud looks like a lens and can sometimes be mistaken for a UFO. If you see a lenticular cloud, you can assume that rain is in the forecast within a couple of days.
The worst threat at Hanford?
Sometimes be mistaken for a UFO. If you see a lenticular cloud,
You know, when I watch that, it really makes you think. You know, I never thought about that. You know, if you're looking at a tall mountain and there's clouds around it, that I guess somehow it could look like there's a UFO there, but it's really not. That's interesting.
Yeah. It looks like one. There's always clouds up on a Rainier.
Always, no matter what. You know.
Look at that swirly guy.
Or are they really are UFOs and they're just telling us that?
Or maybe they live inside the abandoned, it's a volcano. You know, it's a volcano up there. Rainier's a volcano. Maybe they're living in the chambers of the volcano.
The dog's jumping on me. oh God. What day was it? Was it on Friday? I was copying the Bigfoot yelling scream that's supposed to bring Bigfoot, and I did it on a paranormal news, and as soon as I did that, my dog went crazy.
Oh God!
So I guess trying to howl like a Bigfoot does work because it got my dog to come to me. But beyond that, guys, we're gonna have some fun. This is gonna be some fun land changes education for the Mandela effect tonight.
All righty.
No.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Luke, I am your father.
All right. Now the first question is Daniela? Daniela, are you still with us from the chat? Are you still here? She's still here because this is actually about New Zealand.
Oh boy!
Now, first of all, let me say something. if some people, I don't know if people read the description before the show started. I don't know if they did or not. And if they did, there was a different topic of a Mandela effect on there, but I had to change it at the last minute. And if it's not a Mandela effect, I actually had to change it. And the reason is I had a good video that I was going to play from a good friend of our channel from Mandela Affected. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I always screen it to see. Looks like Bigfoot Anon is trying to get on, but Bigfoot Anon, it says you will need to connect your mic cam before, so it won't let you on. It says device not connected. Okay, she's here. So what happened was I played it through to make sure I could play it. There's a 15-second sound effect because he plays it from he's from the UK, and it will not let me play it here in America.
Oh yeah, found that out.
Yes. So
yeah.
I'm muting. It'll allow you to mute. I'm muting 15 seconds of it, and I'll play it Monday. Guys, this is breaking news right here. This is breaking news. Bigfoot Anon right now is actually on a Bigfoot hunt with Flat Roger. Flat Roger. Actually, can we hear you, Connor?
I think he's just filming. Maybe there's no. Oh no, his mic's off. See right there.
Yeah, they're on mute. Yeah, they're on mute. He's with Flat Rock Booger. They're with Flat Rock, and he's on his property. They're actually doing a live Bigfoot hunt right now. Here, let's make this bigger. They're there right now. Too bad we can't hear it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, they must be getting some good sell to be able to do this live.
That's awesome. Yeah, great service out there.
Okay.
Great internet service.
So you guys can see that now. The reason I asked if she's in the chat, because this is about a land change in New Zealand from our good friend, Texas Danny. So let's listen to Texas Danny about New Zealand.
Hey, everybody. Texas Danny coming to you Wednesday afternoon, early Wednesday evening, March the 23rd, 2022. At this time, I show New Zealand tracking towards Antarctica. I show phases starting to happen. Repeat, I see New Zealand starting to head further towards Antarctica. Phases seem to be happening. We also have quantum changes in Australia. Repeat, we still have quantum activity in Australia, quite a bit, as a matter of fact. Just key in on Alice Springs, look down towards Perth, Queensland, the north part of Australia, the Weekday Islands, right up through there. Take a look around. We have a lot of activity still going on. Again, we have New Zealand starting to track further out towards Antarctica. Texas Danny out.
Wow.
Okay. Now I'm going to show a map. Man, I wish I could hear them. I'm going to show the map of New Zealand. And Daniela needs to learn this because she
doesn't know what her own place looks like.
Yes. So let me let me show the map. And Bob, maybe you can explain what Texas Danny was talking about. So here's New Zealand. Here's Australia. So he's saying it was moving. Did he say it was moving closer to Antarctica?
Yeah, it's moving further out, away, out into the Pacific, closer to Antarctica. And, the way these maps are now, it's hard to even, everything's like, ugh.
Sweet. I always wanted to go to Antarctica. Oh, we just lost reception. On your way. We lost reception. But that was actually Bigfoot Anon with Flat Rock doing a live. They're actually searching for Bigfoot as we speak. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yes.
Oh, what's this? It's suddenly getting colder in New Zealand.
Right? Is it getting colder in New Zealand? We can't figure out why the weather keeps changing. It's getting colder. We are on your way to Antarctica. You're gonna connect.
Antarctica. Let's see here. I'm trying to get the world map. Just trying to find a map where we can see.
I mean, that's what they say it looks like. It's hard because do they actually fly over it? I mean, you're not allowed to fly over it. Oh, okay.
So New Zealand. I mean, if you look at the getting images, all the way to the right outside of New Zealand, you can see Antarctica beneath it.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend, Bob? What would you recommend if New Zealand people went to the great Dr. Wu and said, Dr. Wu, since Texas Downey is saying our country is moving closer to Antarctica, what should we do to protect ourselves?
Well, there's not much they can do. I mean, you're just taking the ride.
That's not nice.
I'm sure every time it does a readjustment or moves, like memory-wise, that means everybody on the island is, well, technically they've always been that location. It's always been there. So they're already equipped for it. So they'll already be familiar with the weather.
So let me ask you this then. Let me just ask you this. And you went to college, you studied, you went around the world and did some land stuff and all that. I mean, is if you look at all the continents, aren't they constantly always moving slow to a certain position in the first place?
Yeah, all of them are on a very well, according to the literature. Let's put it that way. Everybody, according to the literature. So relax. They move. The plate's called plate tectonics, and some plates are overlapped on other plates, creates the mountain ranges according to literature. Some are smashed up against other. Well, you got subduction zones, hotspot volcanoes, all of it. It's like it reminds me of a lava lamp. You ever see a lava lamp? And you stare at it, you see how it kind of bounces itself up and around, and like a lava lamp. All the magma underneath the soil or underneath the ground substrate, kind of everything just floats. It's floating on a liquid magma. Like there's a movie. Barbarella, when they were on that magma of evil, they're on the evil magma. All the land masses floating on this evil magma. Well, there you go. At this place, I guess that magma must be evil. But yeah, it's always moving, but not to the extreme. It takes trillions of years to move. But for some of us, it took a day, like one day for an entire continent to move over. It keeps moving. Good Lord. Weird.
But why, if people actually hear, let me put this link in people's page. The guy we showed you is a great friend of the channel. I mean, all the way back to 2016.
Yeah.
All the way back. And he has ability where he feels like vibrations and stuff of continents like moving around. Greenland, docking areas, quantum special reductions, quantum corn huskers, Nebraska, different parts of the country.
Yeah. I mean, he could see it too. He could see it. They'll like send me something and say, hey, what do you see on this? I'm like, wow, it looks like Iceland or Greenland has changed the shape again. Holy shit. I'm looking at it going, is that what you're seeing? A lot of weird shit. Canada keeps like splitting apart, turning into lakes. And, he's seeing it too over time. It's like, wow. But again, let's go back. It's always been that way. I mean, I'm not making fun of anybody, but that's just the answer you're going to get from most people. But guys like me and Danny are like, nah, it was not like that. South America was directly underneath the United States up above. It was not hooked to the fucking hard right. Never. It's right next to Africa.
Now let's go beyond some crazy theories. Just for the sake of it, everybody. These are just crazy theories. What if these things are moving, and what if it's being done by something out there? right? Listen, what I mean is, listen, for other life forms from across the galaxy to come here, they just can't park and breathe our air just like what we can. They come from different environments, different gases. I mean, everything's different. Could
Oh,
they slowly be changing the Earth, making it colder to match more of their climate to come here? Because first of all, and the reason I'm bringing this up, because the two things I've heard more changes than anything else in the last 5 years is more UFOs being spotted and more land. Apparently, land changing has been moving more often. Could it be
yeah.
related?
Could be terraforming for the extraterrestrial invasion. It's terraforming. It's changing to their more comfortable environment. Yeah.
There's a good movie with Charlie Sheen in it called The Arrival. And if you guys, no, it wasn't called The Arrival. It was called The Arrival's that other one, the spaceship, the one with Charlie Sheen, Bob, the one where the aliens were changing the atmosphere.
Oh, what was that?
Oh
God.
Let me type it in. Charlie Sheen alien movie. But no, it is called Arrival. It is called The Arrival.
Yeah, it was The Arrival.
Yeah,
But,
it is called Arrival. And here, let me show some pictures. And this is not a movie review, but the theory in this movie is when everybody was calling things global warming, actually it was in this movie they're portraying how this right here, they were like changing the atmosphere to be warmer.
Yeah.
So more of them can come here. And they, listen, this came out way before climate change has really been talked about.
Right.
How things are warming up with more fires and stuff. Is this movie kind of giving a hint in a way that there might be some more truth to that movie than we think?
Yeah, true. And people are getting their shots and changing. People are changing their genetics. So, I mean, that's not a myth. That's a fact. And again, the environment keeps changing. Could we? I always joke about: are we actually being invaded? Is this an invasion? Some people can see it. Some people can't.
Well, in the movie, They Live. Yeah, they're already here.
They've been here, yeah.
You know, in Arrival, they're already here also because they're changing the atmosphere from here.
Yeah.
And it's just a thought. I mean, it's just a thought. I mean, it's
no. I've mentioned that. I mean, that's on the table. I always joke about you got to put several things on there and then kind of keep them there. Don't just rule them out yet. People say, "Oh, well, God's doing it." Okay, cool. Put God on the table. And then aliens are doing. Okay, good. Put aliens on the table with invasion. Put it there. Have everything presented. Weigh the data. See what happens. But yeah, some people. Part of me is like, some things are incorrect. So could be an invasion.
I mean,
terraforming.
Oh, here's a underrated movie. You guys ever want to see a movie about the Crow?
Wraith.
The Wraith. The Wraith is original Crow without the makeup. It's the original Crow with the race car.
Yeah.
About life coming back.
Wraith means like wolf. It's like a wolf.
I know that.
Wow, that cover changed. I'll tell you that. That Wraith cover really fucking changed. They got the A all right down the center looking dominant. See that A? Like on Angels in Air. A lot of bands, a lot of labels now. The A, the big triangle. Obviously, it's a symbol. But they really put it in all kinds of movies now.
Yeah, I mean.
Way to pump up that A. Wraith.
X-Files. There we go. Of course, they know the truth. I don't know. It just makes you think, the climate's getting a lot warmer, and then some parts of the country is getting colder because, heat melts the ice capsules and starts changing the whole the ocean currents, and
Yeah.
everything is just a lot of people think global warming. Why? Like the movie was called that disaster movie, The Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow, yeah.
Day After Tomorrow, because Day After Tomorrow, it people think of global warming, everything heats up. But if you change the current of the ocean enough, with everything that's going on, an ice age could come.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, who knows? It could go fast.
I love that name, Dirty Mike.
That's a funny name.
I love that name. I'm eating spicy chips.
Nice.
Well, hold on. How spicy are those chips?
I'm gonna go have some spicy chicken here when I get off.
Are they real spicy?
I'm gonna have some spicy chicken.
Spice slowly down the throat. How spicy are those chips? And Bob, with her eating chips, are you getting hungry for chips?
Well, not yet. I will soon here. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go get me some. I got some chicken. I just fucking cooked. I've got some potatoes, some like corned beef hash.
Spicy chips is code work for Spooky M.
Oh, Spooky Mike. Is a code for Spooky Mike. That's funny.
That's awesome.
That's
That's awesome. Was it predicted that we what's this? Wasn't it predicted that we were underwater by 1992?
Right? Yeah, we're already supposed to be sunk underwater, but a lot of predictions. There's just so many. Well, pick one. Now we're in Revelations, so
I'm actually getting close to in this show, because I got to go pick up a couple of people from
a concert
from Sweets or Gypsy, just for being nice. So guys, first of all, I want to thank you guys for all showing up tonight. That's wonderful. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time with all the videos. And guys, the main goal of all the videos, so you tell your friends about, is about talking about different communities, talking about the Bigfoots, the UFOs, the paranormals, even the Mandela effects, because I believe there is a connection between all of them. And I truly believe that everybody should want to learn all of them, because if you're more into Bigfoot, wouldn't you want to learn different sounds or different things about the paranormal? So when you're out there looking for a Bigfoot, if you hear something, it might not be an animal. It could be a spirit. It could be a ghost, because people have died on this planet.
Yep.
Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I mean, we did enough videos here. We learned that houses were moved, gravestones were moved, just like the poltergeist, but the bodies still remain.
Correctamundo.
And then when you guys do go to bed tonight, make sure everybody drinks about coconut oil. It's very important. You can never have too much coconut oil. But Bob, because she donated coconut oil, I don't have to use popping oil no more.
What is that? Popping oil.
You can use that oil. You use that oil as oil for popcorn when you cook it, and you can use it like butter on top of the popcorn when it's done.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy that big jug. So if you
I
don't
only
have
use
coconut
bacon
oil,
fat.
I mean, I guess you could use popping oil. But beyond that, guys, seriously, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. This was fun. I know I don't usually do this on Saturday, but I said, what the hell? And then Monday, be back, 10 o'clock on Monday. And then now this Wednesday is going to be a little different, guys. I actually haven't talked with Dr. Wu and with Bigfoot Anon. Night shows, 8 o'clock shows at night. I like him. I like shows in the morning, first half of the day. I always like to be the show to give people shows during the day instead of nighttime. So next Wednesday, I'm going to move the night show probably back to 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
I can't make it then.
You can't make it?
Yeah, I'm going to an Indian reservation on the Wednesdays.
Well, I'll tell you what. for this upcoming Wednesday, we'll keep it the same, but maybe if further Wednesdays, because I don't know, I feel like I like to be the show for the daytime for people.
Yeah.
It's always funner that way. And there's so many good shows. There's so many shows that are on Wednesdays. It's like by the time we come on, everybody's kind of tired. Because we're West Coast time. So it's like 11 o'clock, midnight. Everybody has to go to bed, or everybody's at bed. It's
hard. I like daytime ones too.
Listen, now I want to go make popcorn with coconut oil.
You use bacon fat. Make popcorn with bacon fat. You will never go back, ever. You'll be like, this is the best bacon I've ever eaten. Popcorn. You pop popcorn with bacon fat. There you go.
This is, I'm in year 69. Actually, I am 69. Dr. Wu, don't bury any pets.
Okay.
May I ask, why should he not bury any pets? What's the what? I got before we go. I want to hear this. So why shouldn't Dr. Wu bury any pets? Is there something
not bury any pets?
Not. But why? Now, first of all, hopefully you're not hurting animals where you have to bury them.
No, I'm not burying any pets. I don't have any pets.
But beyond that, guys,
I'm hanging out with people who have pets, but I don't have pets.
That's awesome. So beyond that, guys, I had a good time tonight. Thank you guys for showing up, and I'll see everybody on Monday. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.